Hello everyone, this is Player31 here. Welcome back to more Pokémon Colosseum. In the last episode we did dual square basically, and that was it. In this episode, it's probably going to be more battling. I'm just going to be honest right now. But most of this game is battling. There's not a whole lot of walking around. But it's fine. We love it anyway. Before we get too far, I do want to mention something kind of neat. If you look at this Flaffy on the summary screen here, you might notice there's like the Great Ball icon next to the Pokemon on the left there, above its name. But if we look at like Espeon's got Pokeball. New to Generation 3, they actually show you which ball the Pokemon was caught in. And if you do stuff like breeding, Pokemon inherit Pokeballs from, I believe, the mother. And it's just like an extra layer of cool. So I wanted to point that out while I was thinking about it. We're actually going to head back to Outskirts Stand and buy some more balls real quick. Yo, dude, I'm back. Oh, hey, it's you. Just the guy I wanted to see. You see, I had the urge to have another Pokemon battle with you. It was driving me wonky. So come on, let's battle. I'm not losing this time. Uh-huh. So, in Pokemon Colosseum, trainers will actually want to rematch you at specific points. Every trainer is different when they want to rematch you, though most of them share the same flag, if you will, that triggers them wanting to rematch you. In this case, Ryder Willie will want to rematch you after you've visited Pyrite Town. And so let's go ahead and do it. I'm going to try to show all the rematches, but I make no promises. We shall see. We shall see. Do I want to just use Thundershock? It's probably better than using. It's probably better. But all the rematches actually do have some sort of purpose other than like, oh, you can just fight them again. They have better Pokemon every time they rematch them. Higher level, probably evolved, stuff like that. And honestly, if you don't do the rematches, you're probably going to have somewhat of a bad time, because it's one of the best ways to get quote-unquote natural experience without having to grind. Even though you could view it as grinding, but I digress. So I would recommend it. Just doing every rematch that I do, because it might make your life easier down the road, where at least you're doing new battles instead of like doing the same battle over and over again. And it's a little bit just a little bit easier. I don't know why the Zigzagoon has Pin Missile, but it does not use it very well. It is very bad. You gonna hit 5 times? 4 times, jeez. Alright, let's kill the Linoon. Get the Linoon out of here. Unfortunately, Thundershock is just so bad. Especially when Pokemon at this level. Honestly, Flaffy's kind of hard to use when you first get it. It doesn't really have much going for it. It's like, who's using Cotton Spore? Nobody. Still good for catching Pokemon though, which is nice. Alright, Ryder Willie. This didn't really work out for you, did it? I'm impressed that you evolved one of your Zigzagoon, though. Wiped out again. But yeah, you're tough. Real tough. You stomped us good. Hey, boss. Hey, boss. I'm back for the goods. Let's buy some great balls again. I'll do 10. No, I'll do 5. Oh, I can't do 15. I'll do 10. Yeah. Don't want anything else again. Is that new news I saw? I can't tell. We've just received breaking news. According to the Restitute Snack. Nah. This is not new news. It looked a little bit like it. It's probably more obvious than what I'm remembering. But do you say anything new? I'm kind of curious. No. Okay. Unlike the dual square people, though, they will not rematch you infinitely. So keep that in mind. Alright, back in town we are. In all honesty, I think I'm gonna switch these guys around. And then, as kind of dumb as it sounds, the dual square people, like I said, will rematch you infinitely. They do actually have a changed team after you snag their Pokemon. They replaced the snagged Pokemon with a different Pokemon. So we're actually going to go through all the battles again, just to get some more experience before we move on. Because we're kind of hurting for experience on our Umbreon and Espeon specifically, because those are the only two Pokemon that can get experience. But yeah, we're just going to do that. You see anything new? No. All of you are very boring. Ooh, look at that. My man's got Numble now. I enjoy Numble. Not really, it's pretty bad also. Sorry, Numble. It is what it is. It's just, I'm gonna team up on this Azurill. Ooh, I've got Surf now, though. I could just surf the Numble. Oh, wow. Okay, Umbreon. I see you. Is this thing that's coming? No, it's an Igglybuff, but it'll still take some damage from the Surf. Yeah. Gone. I do want to mention that when a move would hit both of the opposing Pokemon in double battles, like Surf, that move actually does, I think it's either 2/3 or 75% of the damage it would normally do if you just were hitting one Pokemon with it in singles. So it's worth noting at the very least. You might, because there's definitely times where like you're hitting like 2 fire type Pokemon with Surf and you're like, man, I feel like it should kill them, even though it doesn't, and they both hang on with like a little bit of HP left or whatever. That's simply because you do actually less damage than you would normally do if you're just fighting one of those Pokemon one-on-one. It's like one of those smaller details of double battles that a lot of people don't actually know, so I wanted to bring it up. Yeah, not too bad. Let's move on to the next guy. Oh my god. Skitty and Zigzagoon. You had both of those last time, didn't you? You're saving your new Pokemon. I can respect that. Surf is just so good. I love Surf. Everyone should love Surf. Nice. Ooh, a Shuppet. That's pretty cool, actually. Yeah. Good thing I don't use my attack. Joke's on you. Alright, we should be able to destroy the Shuppet. Yeah. It was inevitable. Even with Umbreon's like miserable 65 special attack. Another one down. This shouldn't take too long. It's actually going faster than I thought it would. Yeah. Well. I kind of like this duo, actually. This duo is kind of nice. Who do we want to battle next? We want to battle... No, we'll just go in order. We'll go in a circle. Ooh, a Doduo. I would have loved a Shadow Doduo. Why can't you have that? Instead you give me Noctowl. Who cares about Noctowl? Noctowl's the resident, should have been a Psychic type. Instead we got Xatu. I guess Zatu's worth it. That cry sounded so 8-bit. I wonder if they changed that at all. Like if they actually made a new cry, or if they just imported the one from the GB games and they're like, yeah, that's good enough. You really didn't need a safeguard, but I forgive you. Okay, we're gonna actually Shadow Rush. I'm not impressed with Surf's damage. Also, you might notice that Crocodile now has an empty heart gauge. And that doesn't really mean anything. It just means that it's empty. So don't get too excited. Okay, we absolutely want to learn Confused Ray. What do I want to actually get rid of for it, though? Yeah... Probably don't care about Snatch of all things. Time to get rid of it. Nice. Alright, we can murk this Ladybug. We'll just Shadow Rush. Oh, there it is. It's kind of funny to me how laggy the hyper mode animation is. Or like the aura in general. No, call. Don't, like I said, not a fan of hyper mode. You're saying I lost? Again. Not just lost, lost again. So now that we're level 30, actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to switch around these moves. I'm going to put Confuse Ray up here. Which may seem a little bit strange, but it is what it is. You deal with it. I'm going to switch these guys in. Lower Flappy's heart gauge some more. I was kind of vibing to this duo, but feast your eyes on these. She's got to be talking about her Pokemon, but it's such a weird way to put that. Oh, it's a Pichu. How cute. I like a good Pichu like anybody else. I mean, there's no real winning here. Pichu, though, does have static, so we do not want to Shadow Rush it. Necessarily. I can Thunder Wave this Shroomish, though. That would be helpful. Bye, Pichu. I like how that was a crit. That did like nothing. Alright, so Shroomish also has Effect Spore. Effect Spore don't really want to mess with either, so we're gonna Thunder Shock it as well. Effect Spore is like Static, except instead of paralyzing, it's a random status effect between sleep, poison, and paralysis on contact. So don't want to mess with that. Yeah, I don't care about Shadow Rush. You already told me this. Ooh, Sunkern. Ew, Oddish. We actually already seen both of those, I'm pretty sure. There's no way you replace your Skip move with Sunkern. I refuse to believe that. Even though it's completely possible. There's the Dustox. I guess you did replace your Skiploom with Sunkern. What downgrade. It was such a downgrade that Flappy one-shotted it with its Beasley attack set. That's so bad. That's just depressing, actually. I feel bad. What did you expect? You picked up a Sunkern. Oh no, I lost. Hello. You're the last one. Surprisingly, this went quickly. I was kind of expecting this to take up like the whole episode. It really didn't. I like the horsey. This shows potential. Unfortunately, I do have a thunder type, an electric type. Thunder type. It would be cooler if it was a thunder type. Yeah. Still didn't one-shot it. Got that animation every time. I'm not even gonna bother on fusion. Yep. Even with the modest nature. And that does that. Let's heal. Alright, so you might remember that the dude in the Colosseum gave us a tip about Kale having a weird Pokemon, being given a weird Pokemon. How? What's that? You want to know if I have a weird Pokemon? If you want to know that much, you may as well see it with your own eyes. Just when you thought we were done with battling, they suck us back in. And we got ourselves a Furret. Ooh, the Ralts traced are synchronized from our Espeon. Interesting. So don't paralyze it. Got it. Understood. Anyway, Furret moves Iron Tail, Helping Hand, Quick Attack, and Strength. No held item. I'm gonna put up a Reflect for that one, and then we're gonna paralyze it and go from there. Furret as a Pokemon is kind of sort of strong. Like, actually, for a pure normal type, it's got a pretty good attack stat, and it will use it, especially with strength. Strength being AD base power and 100% accurate. It could deal out a lot of damage pretty quickly. Iron Tail is also pretty cool because it gives it coverage and lets it hit rock types actually pretty well. So if you want like a strong physical attacker, you could do worse. You could also do better though. I wouldn't really recommend using it unless you want to for some reason. But maybe that's just me. We're gonna go ahead and actually we're gonna switch out this Flaffy into, I think, Brocana. Do I really want to do that? No, we'll go into Umbreon. Yeah, because Umbreon will be able to deal with the Ralts. Helping Hand. Interesting choice. What's it gonna help with? Okay, that didn't really do anything. Oh, but it did confuse me. Alright, fair enough. We'll try return, and then we'll just bite the hell out of you. Now that we have Confused Ray, we should be able to somewhat reliably chip down the Pokemon we want to catch. Thing is that since they do have Shadow Rush does recoil, you don't want to really get them too low. And that's like one of the crazy balancing acts in this game that can be very annoying. Is you're like you spent like 30 minutes on this Pokemon, you've been just chucking balls at it all day, and then it kills itself with Shadow Rush, and you're like, oh, I have to reset, do it again. Could be worse, could be better. Nah, we're gonna go for it. Just whittle it down slowly with a turn. Fur has a catch rate of 90, so definitely want to get low, but not too low. Good, attack the Umbreon. It's a tank. It's meant for it. Fortunately, you do have one other Pokemon left. And you're doing a lot of damage. Am I about to run out of Reflect? Oof. I know what your last Pokemon is, I think. Machop? Yeah. There's my Reflect. Okay. Fun. All right, here's the deal. We're gonna Confusion, and we're gonna throw a ball and hope that we just catch. Because if we do, then the Furret can't attack me, and then we should just win. It's kind of a bad plan, but I mean, if it works. Oh, it worked. Or we could have to have that happen, okay. No. Oh, you hit the wrong Pokemon, you dingus. Let's go. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I'm gonna confuse Ray, just out of spite. I was like, there's no way you do this again. How have you not snapped out of it by now? Nice. Alright, Kale, how'd that go for you? But my Shadow Pokemon. Ah, that was it? That lying mirror bee. He came up with that fancy, tough-sounding name, Shadow Pokemon, but it was no big deal. You guys be careful too. Don't be played for a sucker. That's about all they'll give you if you win at the Colosseum. Shadow Pokemon. That's what it's called? A Shadow Pokemon? That Pokemon with the black aura. Epic zoom in. I trust that things are going according to plan, Mirabee. Oh yes, indeed, Master Nazgûr. Our plan is coming along in a lovely, peachy keen way. We have already broken Duking's spirit. We can do as we please at the Colosseum without his meddling. We've been giving away Shadow Pokemon on the sly to challenge winners for gathering data. Good. The others also appear to be doing their parts to implement our plan. Our Shadow Pokemon plan is falling into place quickly. The final phase is not far off. This is perking up my spirit and body out. Oh, I feel like dancing. Save your dancing until our plan succeeds. I'm off. Okay then. I shall make my return to the cave where my darling Pokemon await my return. Let the music play! It looks like the Colosseum has a secret. I guess there's no choice but to take part in a battle challenge there. Alright, so Yeah, we got some stuff done actually in this episode. Kind of surprising, not gonna lie. But that is all we have time for. So, we're gonna check out what's going on over here, and maybe at the Colosseum in the next episode. Do the YouTube stuff. Like the video, subscribe, dislike the video even if you want to. And I'll see everyone next time.